Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. It is Thursday. It is March 28th. The month is kind of flying by.
Yeah, it did fly by. Well, it started off so nice.
It did.
And then it really went downhill from there.
The old adage is kind of correct.
Yeah.
You come in like a lamb, and it's going to go out like a lion.
Like a lion.
Not as bad as it was like the last couple days.
Not like a
here,
fierce lion, but
not nice.
It's a lion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So anyway, reminder, you can watch us live here on Facebook every morning. About 8 o'clock we go live, Monday through Friday. You can also find us later in the day on your Facebook feed because the video saves, and you can watch it whenever it's convenient for you. So also check us out on our Inform YouTube channel and any podcast platform. Just go to inform.com/podcast. Check out the Inform Minute. We'd love to have you do that. All right, let's dive into those weather headlines this morning. Yeah. Actually, much better today. A little chilly, but it's going to be nice out.
Yeah, chilly start. I still have some spots in the single digits and wind chills close to zero, but there's not much wind at all, this is the first time all week I can say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were gusting near 40 to 45 Monday and Tuesday. Yesterday we had gusts to 30. Today it's finally calmer. Turning around to the southeast for that wind, about 0 to 10 miles an hour today. Tons of sun. I don't have a single cloud on my tower caps this morning. That's a nice change too. Yeah. And we get to keep that today. So sunshine, light winds, and highs ending up in the 30s, close to 40 in some spots. Wouldn't be surprised to see a couple low 40s this afternoon. Melting any of the snow that's out there, that'll start to chip away. Our roads really improved with a little sun yesterday, but if there's still some snowy roads or some slick spots out there, those should really be taken care of today. We do have snow in the forecast for tomorrow. Looks like a quick mover, not like a big organized low pressure system that lingers and lasts for days like we just dealt with. This is a quick little wave of energy moving through. As it first drops into western, south central North Dakota, even close to Fargo, we'll have to watch out for maybe some drizzle or some freezing drizzle. That could leave around some ice. That would be very isolated. I don't expect that to be a big widespread thing. I don't expect there to be ice accumulation for your morning commute, but things could get a little drizzly just with that first initial push of moisture moving in for tomorrow. Most of us, especially for areas up north, will end up just seeing a little snow tomorrow, about 1 to 3 inches along the north of Highway 2, where they kind of missed out on the snowstorm earlier this week. So if you need some moisture, if you're hoping for a little snow, maybe just enough to build a snowman, you've got about 1 to 3 inches coming your way for tomorrow. It's also just enough to kind of make those roads a little snowy, a little slippery. We do have wind out of the east tomorrow at 10 to 20, so as that snow is coming down and meeting those winds, might get a little bit hard to see. Travel inconveniences, I like to call it, where it's not like it's going to shut down the road or it's impossible travel, but it's just enough for it to be a little not great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that lifts in throughout the day tomorrow. Snows through the evening commute, wraps up, moves out of the area to the northeast by about 10 p.m., between 10 and midnight tomorrow. So the quick mover. Then on Saturday, mostly cloudy, temps close to 40. Sunday for Easter, there's hints at a bigger system across South Dakota, like Sunday night into Monday. It's still not a huge low pressure system, but there's a little bit of moisture with it. With that, for us, I would expect a cloudy sky and some off and on flurries. I'm just going to leave flurries in the forecast for Sunday. Right now, I don't see big travel impacts. If that system wiggles a little bit further to the north, then we'll have to, adjust and talk about maybe some snow for our southernmost counties, but I don't see it being a big deal. So a couple flakes out there for Easter Sunday. Temps in the 30s, so jackets over Easter dresses, but otherwise not a terrible Easter. Shouldn't impede you from getting to and from your Easter lunch, your ham. In my case, at least. What do you eat on Easter?
It's a variety, but we're going to have a ham.
Okay, so, we do ham
Gotta have
too.
A ham.
It just feels right. All right, next week, temps in the 50s, some days close to 60. That's a big promise, but I've got like a 56, 58 on my 10-day forecast.
That would be very nice. I would welcome that.
I know. So the first few days of April, looking pretty.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news.
Yes, that should take away any remaining snow, kind of help with ice out in some of our Minnesota lakes, North Dakota lakes. Just feeling a little more spring-like into early April.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
It has snowed every April on record in Fargo, by the way.
Okay. Well, see what happens.
So that's not to say we're done with the snow, but at least there's some spring-like warmth to come next week. Something to look forward to.
Yes, that's right. Lydia, thank you. All right, we do have some news for you this morning to get to. Police were on the scene for several hours overnight investigating an assault in Fargo. It happened just outside of Southtown Poorhouse and Dwayne's Pizza. That's along 45th Street South. Police tell us they were called out there around 1 o'clock this morning. During the investigation, the west side of the business was blocked off. There was some crime scene tape that was put up in that area. Since then, that scene has been cleared. Our news crew was on the scene. They saw police putting out those evidence numbers. They saw a pile of clothes near a sidewalk. Right now, we don't know exactly what happened, but we're still working to get those details. Police said they couldn't give us much for insight and information as the investigation was ongoing, but we hope to get that sometime throughout the day here. So stick with us for updates on that story. Today, a Fargo woman accused of ramming her car into 3 people at a local bar is expected to be in court. 24-year-old Princess Guay is facing felony charges of attempted murder, reckless endangerment, and DUI refusal. According to court documents, Guay and a group of people had gotten into a fight outside the Cairo restaurant and bar. Witnesses then say Guay got into her car and hit 3 people. She hit one of those victims 3 times, so she'll be in court for a preliminary hearing at 1:30 today. New this morning, the United States Postal Service has decided to move some of North Dakota's regional mail processing locations to Fargo. It comes after preliminary information from a facility review that was released on Tuesday. That report found delays in mail, not only in Grand Forks, but in Minot and Bismarck too. So now the Postal Service plans to move some of the duties of, or all the duties of the Grand Forks and Bismarck's mail processing locations to Fargo under one roof. No timeline, though, has been given for the change. The full report with all the details is set to come out in May. All right, play ball. It's opening day for MLB. That's exciting. First game of the regular season will take place in New York City as the Mets take on the Milwaukee Brewers. That game starts at 12:10 our time. Twins, though, on the road to start the season. They play this afternoon in Kansas City against the Royals. First pitch is at 3:10. Lydia says it's going to be a nice day down in Kansas City for a baseball game, so that's exciting. Pablo Lopez will be on the mound for the Twins. He's looking to repeat his stellar performance from last year for the club. Last year, the Twins won their division and won a playoff series for the first time in 21 years. That was a lot of fun. And today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, Dom previews the Twins season opener and asks the question, can the Twins repeat as American League Central champions? I think yes. They have a pretty good team this year, and they should win the division. But you never know what would happen with injuries and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a long season, and it's a lot of fun. Plus, Fargo North's Carter Zeller joins the show to discuss his commitment to play football across the street at NDSU. Hot Mic is live on WDAY Extra and on Inform.com from 9 to 11 this morning. All right, before I let you go here, don't forget, for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you could get an all-access pass to Inform.com, so make sure to go do that. Just go check it out. It's a great spot to get some information about your local stories, local weather, local sports. Remember, also, join us for our newscast throughout the rest of the day. Next one here is at 11, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with First News with Lydia from 5 to 7 for your Friday edition of the news. So be sure to join us then. Have a great day, everyone.